What's good, everybody, man? It's story time. I got a story for y'all, for real, man. Now, this story take place in, I want to say, 2018, you know what I'm saying? Out in California, you feel me? Bay Area to be exact, you know what I mean? I had just moved out there, you know what I mean? Probably been out there for 2 years at the time, you know what I mean? But doing this story, I ain't really, adventure out nowhere. I wasn't really mobile, so it was a lot of bus. I was bussing a lot, you know what I mean, which is all good. But my peoples, they had this old Beamer. It was like a manual transmission Beamer that they was like, huh, you feel me? You can use this car to get around, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, that put me in the game, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm able to get around like I want to, you feel me? So, at that time, I was dealing with this girl who shall remain nameless, you feel me? But I was dealing with this girl, you feel me? And she was cool and all that. She was cool for real. She just was like hella insecure, my nigga. Like to a point where it'd be like, yo, oh my goodness. I'm talking about like come over your crib, wanna look in your closets and look under your bed and shit. Actually pulling hair off of the bed and like matching it with hers to see if it's the right length and color, all types of shit, man. And I used to be like, yo, I got a daughter, yo, you know what I'm saying? My daughter that's probably her hair, whatever the case may be. You feel me? But she ain't trying to hear that. And a lot of times that shit'll blow me. Like, yo, come on, you feel me? Like you can't even really enjoy the night, you know what I'm saying? Cause she be on that bullshit. You feel me? So this one time in particular, I think it was like motherfucking, it was probably 2017, about to turn 2018, you know what I'm saying, or 2018 about to turn 2019, whatever the case may be. It was a new year, you know what I'm saying, and I was working, you feel me? I was working on New Year's, you feel me? I ain't really had no plans and shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really had nothing to do, so I'm like, you know what, I'ma chill with shorty. I don't know what the fuck made me say that, but for whatever reason in my mind, I thought it was gonna be chill, you know. So I hit her up, like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She was like, what's up? I was just about to hit you up for real. I'm like, what you doing? What's your plans for the day? She was like, nothing, I'm chilling with my peoples and shit. She was like, but I would like to spend New Year's with you. I'm like, oh yeah, bet, because that's what I wanted. I was trying to see if you wanted to chill. She was like, yeah, just come get me at the work. So I'm like, all right, bet. You feel me? So at the work, I get off work. It's about, I want to say 10-ish or some shit like that, right? So we got a little plenty time to bring in the New Year. So I'm on my way home. Boom, I call her phone, let her know I'm outside. She gets in the car. And soon as she got in the car, I said to her, listen, if you gonna come over my crib, do not be on no bullshit. She like, what you talking about? I'm like, yo, all that investigative shit you be on, yo, this New Year's, let's just enjoy the night and just have some fun. She was like, okay. She's like, okay, just don't let me see now. I'm like, yo, don't look for nothing. You feel me? In other words, yo, just come and chill. None of that extra, leave that all that extra bullshit at home. She like, okay, you feel me? So bam. So we rolling out. We gets to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We pull up, I park the car, we walk in the crib, you feel me? Go upstairs in the room. You know what I'm saying? I say what's up to my peoples and all that. We keep it moving, we go upstairs in the room. Boom. The minute she walked in the door, bro, her motherfucking eyes was examining the motherfucking room. Like, I'm talking about like some motherfucking binoculars. Like, I could have looked at her eyes and they could have been binoculars, bro. She's looking around and all types of shit. So I'm like, see, you already on some bullshit. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm just looking at it, the same little shit, you know what I'm saying? So I go to the bathroom. I come out the bathroom. She's sitting on the bed with, no lie, a strand of hair in her hand. Like, who has this? I'm like, yo, I don't fucking know who hair that is, yo. That can be the Doug hair for all I know. She like, nah, you be having that bitch over here. Da, da, da. I'm like, yo, you are CEO. I'm about to take you home. She like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Cause you da, da, da. I'm like, oh my God, you feel me? I knew at that moment I instantly was like, yo, what the fuck was I thinking? I should have known better than to think she wasn't gonna be on no bullshit. But she like, nah, it's just, it's just that I be trying to show you that I love you and da, 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 and all that, right? So I'm like, yo, listen, yo, let's just enjoy the time, yo. Like, that could be Kira hair, yo. She got that fake hair. She just got some fucking plaits or something, you know what I'm saying? That could be fake hair. Man, she put that shit to the light like a Pokemon card. Examined that shit. Was like, no, this is not This is not fake hair. This is actually human hair. The cubicles, she broke some shit down, like some old shit. The cubicles and it's too thin. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, whatever, yo. You feel me? All right, yo. You know, I'm about to take you home. She's like, no, I'm not going home. I'm like, yes, you is. I'm about to take you home, yo. Let's go. She's like, I'm not going home. I don't want to go home. I'm like, no, you're going home, yo. I'm taking you home. She's like, fuck it. I'm going to walk home. Now, mind you, her house is close, but it's like at least walking, it's probably like a good 30 to 45 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to let her walk, and it's like New Year's, and you know, anything could have happened to her. So I'm like, yo, listen, you're not going to walk home. I'm going to drive you home. She's like, no, I'm going to walk. And she just walked out my door, walked out the front door, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the room for a little bit, shaking my head. I go get in my car and go chase her down, you know what I'm saying? So I could take her home, because I'm not about to let her walk on New Year's, you know, by herself and all that shit. So I'm like, yo, just get in the car, yo. She's like, where you going to take me? I'm like, I'm going to take you back to my house. So I had to I had to fake it and say I was going to take her back to my house. The whole time I was going to take her home. So I'm like, I'll take you back to my house, yo. Let's just, you know, whatever. We could just chill. She's like, you really going to take me back to your house? I'm like, yeah, I got you. So she gets in the car, right? And I turn around, I'm driving. And it's a point, it's a little split in the road. Like if I make a left, I'm going to my house. And if I make a right, I'm taking her home, right? So we get to that split. And I make that right. Boom. So she like, where we going at? I said, I'm taking you home, yo. And when I said that shit, I kind of looked at her foot. And she had her foot out of the door like she was trying to stop the car with her feet. You feel me? So I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, yo, I know she is not about to jump out this car. And soon as I finish that sentence in my mind, shorty jumps out the car. You feel me? So I'm looking, I got the dick look. I'm like, yo, I can't believe she just did that. It really took me like a good 5 to 8 minutes to kind of register what just happened. You feel me? So I'm like, and mind you, I'm still drifting, but my eyes still looking out the door, like with the door wide open. You feel me? And I'm drifting. I'm going fast enough. I'm going like 25. You feel me? I'm going kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? Fast enough to a point where you ain't jumping out no car going this kind of fast. You feel me? Doing this speed. So I'm still shocked, you know what I'm saying? But I had to get my burns together because I'm still in the road, you feel me? And there's cars behind me and shit. And it's the sick part, yo. Don't you know how on movies and shit, you see motherfuckers jump out a car, they like get the tumbling and rolling and shit, right? Yo, shorty ain't even tumble or roll, yo. She got out the car with the momentum to stand up and walk off, you feel me? Like, I'm like, yo, she did this before, you feel me? Like, she had to do this shit before, you know what I'm saying? So I'm blown. I get my burns together, you feel me? I goes around the corner and shit, pull up in front of my house, and I'm so taken back, I had to call somebody just to like to vent and get that shit off my mind. So I called TP and shit. I'm like, yo, TP, you will not believe what just happened, bro.
What?
I'm like, yo, tell me why this chick just jumped out my car, my nigga.
Hell no.
I'm like, hell yeah, bro. She jumped out my fucking car, bro.
You going fast?
I'm like, yo, I'm going fast enough to a point where niggas ain't jumping out the car, yo. At least 25, 30, my nigga. Like, sure enough, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? As I'm talking to him, I see her walking up towards my house, like coming around the corner. And I guess she heard me talk to my cousin. So she like, yeah, don't be telling nobody my business and what just happened. I look at her and say, yo, what the fuck am I supposed to keep it a secret? Like, you just jumped out my car, yo. That's the wildest shit I ever seen any chick do, you feel me? She like, no, you just didn't try to flip it. So I'm on the phone. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? TP heard her, he heard me, he laughing and shit. Yo, I had to hang up. I'm like, yo, I call you back, you feel me? So I hangs up with TP. So I'm talking to her and shit. I'm like, yo, do you know you could have like got seriously hurt doing that shit? You feel me? And she just start this sob story and all that. Like, don't nobody love me. Like, don't nobody want me around and all this old other shit. And and honestly, it was going in one ear and out the other, because I'm still stuck on the fact that she almost damn near threatened her own life and the safety of other people behind some bullshit. You feel me? And I just look at it and I say, yo, you know what? Fuck it. You can stay at my house, yo. You ain't gotta go home, so let's just go in the house. I don't even care. You can look at whatever the fuck you wanna look at. You know what I'm saying? You can look underneath my bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can do all that shit, bro. Cause I just need to go sit down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was a crazy night, man. That's just a little story of what New Year's in 2018 in California, man. Shit was crazy, bro. If you enjoyed this story, man, please like, comment, subscribe. I got more content coming soon. Thanks for watching. It's your boy, Straight Piff TV. I'm out.